It's yet another day with Hedel Ibrahim Sani here on Sports Connect. This is BOM channel on YouTube. Do not forget to subscribe, like, share, comment, tell a friend to also tell another friend that this is Sports Connect. In today's video, we are bringing you back-to-back update on Sports Connect from the camp of Real Madrid, Chelsea, Barcelona, Manchester City, Liverpool, and also the transfer window is really shaking. Real Madrid are still in for one or two players. Same goes to Chelsea, Liverpool, and all that. Before we begin with the transfers, let's give you the tips bits around the world of sports. And I'll start with Marc Cucurella. Prior to the World Cup, Marc Cucurella said that he was going to get a tattoo of Coach Luis de la Fuente on his body when they are able, or when Spain manages to clinch the trophy. Truly, Spain were able to win the trophy, and Marc Cucurella last week has fulfilled his promise by tattooing or having a tattoo of Coach Luis de la Fuente on his body. We now wait for Pedri, who said he will be dyeing his hair pink, also blonde. Also Gavi, who said he will be dyeing his hair pink, and also Lamine Yamal, who also said he will be leaving his beard. We will look at all that if and only if they will do that. Last 2 days or last 3 days, Real Madrid won by 4-1 in their second pre-season game. And Jose Mourinho is still gathering the boys for the upcoming season. Barcelona have also arrived in Birmingham, that is in England. That is where they are having their pre-season this year. And so far, so very good. The players who were eliminated in the early stages of the World Cup have managed to return to the camp. Now, the Spanish boys and also other players who got to the semi-finals and automatically went to the final or the third place match will join the team when they return back to Spain for pre-season. Now, let's move on to the world of transfers. When we move on to the world of transfer, let's move back to Chelsea. Their 138 million British record that they used to sign Morgan Rogers from Aston Villa. After that signing, he has now become the most expensive English player of all time. 138 million euros from Aston Villa to Chelsea. The second place is Elliot Anderson, who is also 135 million euros from Nottingham Forest to Manchester City, followed by Jude McBellingham in 2023 when he signed from Borussia Dortmund to Real Madrid for 128 million euros. Jack Grealish is there with 180 million euros from Aston Villa to Manchester City, and Declan Rice 117 million euros in 2023 from West Ham to Arsenal. Now let's move on to Liverpool and Paris Saint-Germain. Paris Saint-Germain have made it very clear to Liverpool and all other teams interested in Bradley Barcola that they have to pay a fee close to 150 to 170 million pounds in order to get Bradley Barcola, because the like of Elliot Anderson and all the players who have been paying 116 million for deserve. If they deserve, then what it means is that Bradley Barcola also deserve to get that fee. So let's look at how that one also comes about. Real Madrid are still in agreement, or they have agreed with Jean Diomande for him to join Real Madrid on 5-year contract, and are now waiting for RB Leipzig to get his replacement and finally release him. Chelsea are also monitoring PSG winger Ibrahim Mbaye of Senegal, and let's see how that one also goes. Bayern Munich, after last season, Gabino Stars player Bara Sapoko Ndiaye, when he came to play on loan for Bayern Munich, now company said he likes him and they have signed him permanently, which he has signed 5-year contract until 2031, and he will be playing for Bayern Munich. Al Hilal, after getting Francesco Trincao, they are also following Ilman Ndiaye from Everton, and we will see how that one also comes in. Chelsea, after submitting 64 million bid to Bournemouth for Alex Scott. Alex Scott has made it clear to Bournemouth that he is not going to extend his contract. He wants a move away to Chelsea, and Chelsea will bid again. Let's see if Chelsea will be willing to bid again. Last 2 weeks, Italy, or the Italian national team, appointed their former legend Andriello Pirlo as their new manager after Pep Guardiola and Carlo Ancelotti refusing to take in charge of their teams. Now, just last week, Italy have also confirmed that the deal is cancelled, and because President Malogho, or their President Malogho, has decided not to proceed with Andre Pirlo because he has betting brand with Russia, which the president has said he is not going to continue the deal with him again. AS Roma have also agreed deal to sign Santiago Castro from Bologna, and a £35 million has been paid. He will be flying to AS Roma for medical. Also, AS Roma, after signing Santiago Castro, they have left their former, or their striker Artem Duvbek to Bologna for loan, and he will be returning in 2027. Chelsea have signed Danny Techi Welbeck, the Ghanaian-born English international from Bournemouth, from Brighton, 35-year-old Bournemouth or striker, for an undisclosed fee, and he has traveled to have his medical in London. Paris Saint-Germain and Juventus are also chasing Parma and Japan's goalkeeper Zion Suzuki, and we will be looking at how that one also come in. Tolu Arokodare has joined Ajax from Wolverhampton Wanderers, loan with option to buy. And also, after so long of negotiation, Borussia Dortmund have finally signed Konstantinos Karetas, and then he will be joining them from Club Brugge for £32 million with add-ons. Also, Chelsea have agreed deal to sign Jordan Henderson as a free agent. He terminated his contract with Brentford and he has joined Chelsea. He will have his medical within the close of this week to next week. Also, Inter Milan have agreed to sign John Stones from Man City after he left when his contract expired for free. So he has joined, he has done his medical, signed a 2-year contract, and he will be playing at the San Siro next season. Leeds United have signed James Trafford from Manchester City for £40 million plus add-ons. £40 million plus add-ons. I really have interest in this deal because after 2018, when Chelsea managed to sign Kepa Arrizabalaga Revolta for a record 91 million euros, it was Liverpool who also signed Alisson Ramsey-Becker from AS Roma for 71 million euros. Gianluigi Buffon in 2001 when he joined Juventus for 60 million euros. Andrea Onana for also 60 million euros. James Trafford has now joined the list for 53 million euros, joining from Manchester City to Leeds United, and that is also one from there. Now let's move on. Inter, after not proceeding with Andre Pirlo, Italy have now appointed Roberto Mancini, the coach who won them the last Euros. They have appointed him to come and then lead Italy to 2028 Euros and 2030 World Cup. Ipswich have also signed Union Saint-Gilloise goalkeeper Gel Shepin in a deal worth around 11 million euros. Remember, this goalkeeper is one of the tallest players in football history. He is one of the tallest players when it comes to football, and he has joined Ipswich from Union Saint-Gilloise. He is 6 feet 9 inches. That is 2.6 centimeters. That is Gel Shepin. He is also going to play in the Premier League. When we go to Manchester City, Joško Vardiol has extended his contract until 2031. So what it means is that after Phil Foden, Abdelkader Kusanov, Joško Vardiol has joined by also extending his contract. Manchester City Brazilian winger Savinho has informed Manchester City about his desire to leave the club, and Tottenham Hotspur are now following Savinho to sign him. Let's look at how that news also gets to conclusion. Celtic have also signed Kasper Hogg from Bodo Glimt for a club record fee of £11 million. He has signed 4-year contract and he will be playing for them. Randal Kolo Muani has joined Juventus from Paris Saint-Germain over £45 million. He only wanted Juventus and he has joined them. Yesterday, Chelsea announced the signing of Maxence Lacroix, the French centre-back, who joined for £52 million from Crystal Palace. He has joined Chelsea and he said he's very happy to join Chelsea. Newcastle yesterday have also sacked their coach, Eddie Howe, or they have part ways with Eddie Howe to get a new coach. As to whoever Newcastle will get, it is none other but former Al-Ali coach Matthias Gisel. Newcastle are paying £11 million to Al-Ali and then he will be joining Newcastle. They are moving on with a new coach. And after the departure of Eddie Howe, it is now official that just 2 coaches in the Premier League who have now spent more than 2 years in the club, Mikel Arteta of Arsenal and Unai Emery of Aston Villa. Yesterday, Real Madrid announced that their Spanish striker, 22-year-old Gonzalo Garcia, has joined Fulham for £40 million fixed fee, £2 million future add-ons, 30% sell-on clause, and Real Madrid have agreed with Fulham. Also, Real Madrid have also agreed that Cesar Palacios also joined Fulham for $10 million transfer fee and 30% sell-on clause. And yesterday, that is the deals that Real Madrid did. After selling these 2 people, or these 2 players, Real Madrid have signed Carlos Espi as a new striker from Levante for $25 million plus. No add-ons. Real Madrid have activated his release clause from Levante. What it means is that he will be playing at Bernabeu next season. Jose Mourinho did not want Gonzalo Garcia to leave, but he also said he wanted regular playing time, and Real Madrid cannot promise him that. Also, Deportivo La Coruña, after signing Pierre-Emerick Francois Emiliano Aubameyang, they have also signed Angelino yesterday from AS Roma, and it has been confirmed he will fly in for his medicals. Konstantinos Kolyriakis has also joined AS Roma from Wolfsburg for £15 million. And also this morning, AFC Bournemouth have confirmed that Antonio Silva has joined them from Benfica for £25 million fixed fee plus £5 million add-ons. And that is one of the news that we will also be following or monitoring. Now, let's move on to other news. Kazuyoshi Miura. He is a Japanese player who is still playing football at the age of 59 years. Yes, Kazuyoshi Miura. Last 2 weeks, he scored a goal for Fukushima United in their Emperor's Cup. And after 40 years as a pro player and 3 years without a goal, Kazuyoshi Miura has finally scored a goal at age 59 and 149 years old. The oldest player so far playing football. He has scored a goal. Now let's move on to Monaco, who have signed Mathis Ablain from Nantes for $25 million. Contract until 2031. These are so far the transfer news that we have. Real Madrid are still after Rodrigo Hernandez Cascante. Rodrigo has made it clear to Enzo Maresca and his agent Pablo Becerro that they should let it be clear to Manchester City that he doesn't want to play for Manchester City again and he wants to join Real Madrid because that is where he wants to be now. Jose Mourinho is also pushing Florentino Perez to get the deal done. Real Madrid have now agreed personal term with Rodrigo Hernandez Cascante for 5 years and are waiting to get the approval from Manchester City and they will sign him. This morning, football did not hear good news. We had a very sad news and that is what I am ending with today. Italian legend Franco Baresi has passed away at the age of 66. 719 games for AC Milan, 81 games for Italy, And also, after winning 7 Serie A trophies, 4 Supercoppa Italiana, 3 Champions League trophies, 2 UEFA Super Cup, 2 Intercontinental Cup, 1 World Cup, the AC Milan legend has passed away this morning. And also, he played for 20 solid years with AC Milan. He has passed on at the age of 66 years. This is a very sad news for AC Milan and the entire football. He was one of a very good defenders in the game. But unfortunately, he has passed away this morning. This is Sports Connect. This is Hedel Ibrahim Sani. We'll see you some other time and we are out.